whenever I say my district name, I have to say it's between Allahabad and Kanpur. So my father is in BSF, like it is
Okay.
Border Security Force.
Oh.
I came from Hindi medium to English medium. I had that transition phase. In school, I used to thought that I have to join army.
Okay.
And after army, I will do teaching.
College.
It's like it's the only mistake that I did in my life.
Like class 11, 12, whatever
Yes,
you
sir.
have learnt, okay, that was in BSc
BSc
first year, second year.
11th, 12th results was a hit back for me. After that, COVID came, I think. Then 2 years I did nothing. I chose science for my passion. So I wanted to make sure that I deserve it. And I was so jealous of you that how you can do it, I cannot.
Okay, yeah, that's very good.
So I was craving for this to like get a place where I can sit for a whole day and study.
Okay.
I was more focused on the subject than the exam.
Exam.
But the problem with the important topic is that important topics change with every exam. Before exam, you cannot tell that from this topic question is fixed.
Struggling.
Griffiths is the best book I think ever written. I don't regret the way I used to see things because they are now helping me. Now I find myself more comfortable in the lab. I don't get tired sitting from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the evening. So,
Exam has nothing to do with research. I hope we have discussed it so many times. Like toppers doesn't mean they are going to be in the top in the research. Ranking should not like stop you applying wherever it is possible.
But the problem is they judge themselves. They think that they don't deserve this. So I think you apply everywhere. Let them decide whether you deserve it or not.
Okay. Yeah. But when you go to the research, you will be handling the problem that nobody ever solved.
I think the only mistake one can make is doing something with half-hearted. If you are doing something with full-hearted, no matter what the thing is, it is right. And there was no Urdu poetry session on YouTube that I haven't watched. One thing about videos and social media influence is that we are not reaching to them; they are reaching to us.
Yeah.
So we don't know what we should allow to reach us. So living and judgment doesn't happen simultaneously. You can either judge or live. कहते हैं कि देखने से चीज़ें बदल जाती हैं, कहते हैं कि कहने से मर जाता है प्रेम, कहते हैं कि पास रखने से नेकी नेकी नहीं रहती, कहते हैं कि कुछ करने से कुछ नहीं होता. जीवन में कुछ आसान नहीं है और मुश्किल तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं. All we have to try is to solve our confusions. Once there is absolute understanding that this is the thing I want, you will get that. Those confusions are the only struggles you have in life, nothing else. Feel ourselves that I am doing something great, then there should be the struggle. So we create that struggle to feel that I am doing something great. So I told in poem also that only confusion is the struggle. So you first decide that 6 months I have given to this, and for 6 months be committed to this.
So welcome to SN Bose Physics Learning Center. I am Subramanya Hegde. Today we have a special guest, Rajnendra. Rajnendra is currently doing PhD at IIT Dhanbad, and he was our student around one or 2 years back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he qualified GATE exam and he joined IIT Dhanbad. We shall get to know about him today. Rajendra, I have saved your number as Rajendra.
Okay.
Like then,
everybody does same.
Isn't it? Like
Yes, sir.
so, someday Ravi told me that like okay, it is not Rajendra, it is Rajnendra. You have to do the same correction everywhere.
Everywhere, sir. Like in most of my certificates also they write Rajendra, like these conference certificates and all.
Okay. So even though you write Rajnendra, they will think like, okay, you might have done the mistake and strike out. Why can't we make that N silent?
Now I can't do that. in Hindi it is like very clear, but
Clear,
in
yeah.
English only there is one letter difference.
Yeah, one letter difference. Yeah. So welcome Rajendra. Thank you so much for giving us time. And this interaction is very important for us and for our student community. So could you please tell us about your native and school education? Where are you from and all?
my primary schooling is in village only. There is a like whenever I say my district name, I have to say it's between Allahabad and Kanpur
Okay.
because no one knows where Fatehpur. Where is Fatehpur?
Okay.
So I'm from a small village in Fatehpur.
Mhm.
So up to 5th class I was in village only, like government school. Then from 5th class I came in the main city Fatehpur, where I joined a CBSE school. So up to 12th I schooling was in CBSE school.
CBSE school. Okay. Fatehpur is a taluk place?
Yes, sir. It's a district.
It's a district place. Okay. So you were there in village before that? Before
Up
coming
to 5th my schooling was in village.
Okay. Okay. What is your parents' occupation about your family?
So my father is in BSF, like it is
Okay.
Border Security Force. Mother was a housewife only.
Okay.
So father he got job in graduation first year only. So he like left graduation and he went for the job. And my mother is like she did completed her high school and she got married.
Could you please tell us more about your high school? Because that is the time where we set our
So-
goals and all, am I right?
Like I am the younger child in the family, so it usually happens that the younger child is brighter one. So I was always seen like that I am the brighter kid in the family.
Okay.
So
You have your elder brother, am I right?
my elder brother, he is engineer.
Okay.
He lives in Bangalore only.
Okay.
Because of him only I came to this class and I joined this class.
Okay.
Because he was here and I had a connection here. Otherwise it's very far for me
From
to come
you.
from UP to here.
Yeah, could you please tell more about that high school?
So, like from childhood only, everyone was telling that I was a bright kid, I will do something great. So, in class 5th, I topped that taluk in government school. So, my father and everyone thought that I have potential, I might do better. So, we moved on to city, and there I came from Hindi medium to English medium. I had that transition phase, and in 1 year like I came from bottom to top. So like in English school also everyone was knowing me that I have improved this much. So I got that confidence that I can do anything. But like later on after high school, it was not that smooth. Up to high school I was kind of topper, second, third in the class always. But after high school things turned up. Everyone stopped believing that I am a topper, but I kept believing, and I think that drove me up to here.
Okay, okay, nice. So now in high school, you had any target like you had to do engineering or science, basic science or something?
In school, I used to thought that I have to join army.
Okay.
And after army, I will do teaching.
Oh.
So I had long plan.
Okay.
Then in the mid after high school, I didn't qualify NDA after 12th. So after 12th, I took admission in BSc, hoping that I may qualify NDA and I'll join NDA.
Okay.
But I didn't qualify NDA. But after BSc second year, when quantum mechanics was introduced, I felt that there is much more in physics that I don't know. So that quantum mechanics was my trigger to like I was also interested in philosophy. So quantum mechanics seemed philosophical to me, and so that was my trigger point to join physics. And after that, I haven't applied for any job. I never applied for job. I was sure that I have to read physics.
Okay, so after class 10th, like you had any idea like to choose arts or commerce, nothing like that? Your brother, your elder brother, he studied which subject? Like?
So he after high school he did polytechnic, and then he got the job.
Yeah, okay, okay. So you had any thought like about arts or commerce or something?
No, I never.
What was the hawa over there like?
I was confused between engineering and science, but I like.
Okay, okay. But after class 10th, class 11th, 12th, you had your mindset like you have to pursue science only.
11th, 12th, I was sure that I have to go to NDA.
Oh, okay. For NDA, you need. It's better if you have
maths and science.
Maths and science, yeah.
So art was never an option, but like in our place, it is like who is not that skilled, who is not that talented, they take arts. So
Okay.
art for me was not an option because I was talented in people size.
Okay. Yeah. So that's nice. Okay, you took 11th, 12th because you want to do NDA,
Yes, sir.
because math and science would help you. And after 12th, you started doing BSc so that you can attend NDA exams again.
Yes, sir.
You can prepare for NDA exams.
But I used to think that I'll retire from army and I'll do teaching. So science was there always there in the plan.
Okay, okay. Okay, then during BSc, that quantum mechanics triggered you, like
Yes,
you want to explore more in physics or something. Okay, that's a quite nice journey. Where you have done your BSc, in which college?
It's like it's the only mistake that I did in my life to choose BSc college. So it was a government college in Kanpur where there are no classes.
Okay, no classes means infrastructure?
Infrastructure is there, but no, like only 3-4 classes happens in the starting of the year. Then no one takes the classes, and also coaching classes are not that good. Although I took the coaching, but they
For BSc coaching were there?
Yes, sir. Because there
That
is
we
no,
are not aware of.
because there is no class in the college, so there are coaching.
So, but okay, that BSc college, government degree college, it was under which university?
CSJMU, Chhatrapati Sahuji Maharaj University.
Okay, okay, okay. How was that university curriculum? Like, did they have this Griffiths, these books as a
No, sir.
reference?
They introduced quantum mechanics in BSc final year.
Final year, yeah.
So like curriculum is very bad. What I learned in my school was their syllabus in first year and second year.
Like class 11, 12, whatever
Yes,
you
sir.
have learnt, okay, that was in BSc first year, second year.
So like in whole my BSc, I haven't read any science. I just read philosophy books. So like 11th, 12th results was a hit back for me because like I used to believe that I know everything. I am a topper, but in 12th I got 78% marks only. So that was a hit back that something is missing. Like it was kind of failure for me. So I was searching for questions that why did this happen, what I am missing. Like from starting only I have never seen anything beyond myself.
Okay.
So I wanted to figure out that what I am missing. I knew that marks are not that important, but this question was that if I am this talented, why I got 78%. So this question like kept up to BSc final year MSc. This question was in my mind. Later I figured out that.
Okay, okay. So no textbook like Griffiths were introduced in BSc curriculum, right? Okay.
So not only in BSc, MSc also I didn't read any book.
Okay, okay. Let us go to MSc now. Where you have done MSc? Where?
MSc it was a better college than BSc. So I like got to know things like what real studying is.
Which college, which university?
It was an autonomous college associated with University of Allahabad.
Oh, okay.
So that was a good college. Like they were trying, but there also no books were there. Only teachers used to take books and like whatever they tell, whatever they say, we used to do that only.
How was the environment over there in MSc? Like whether laboratories were good or MSc project do it seriously?
My batch was the first batch of MSc in that college.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we almost set up labs, but labs were there, infrastructure was okay, but teachers were not used to teach MSc syllabus. For graduation, that is almost the best college in Allahabad or
For
UP
undergraduate, you were saying that was the best college. But since MSc started for the first time, faculties were struggling to cope up with the curriculum. Okay.
So we were the second batch, not the first batch.
Okay.
So project started, but that was only like just paper filling work.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay, because I mean it's an autonomous college, just started MSc. They may not have research labs and all, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No research labs, only experimental labs were there.
So in which year you have completed your MSc?
Sir, 2019.
2019.
Yes, sir.
So during your MSc only, did you join our online course or after MSc? Like, I mean, you were there in our online course, am I right? During 20.
I think I joined after MSc. I joined. 2019 June I joined.
Okay.
June to December batch.
Okay. Okay. After MSc, you have joined. I mean, you were studying at your home or some
Yes, sir.
home,
I was living in Allahabad.
Allahabad
Uh,
only.
my
Okay.
home is little away.
Okay. That was, I think, our first batch or second batch. I don't
I
remember.
think first online batch was
First
there.
online batch. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, from 2019, like, I mean, after that, what you have done? Like, I think in that you
Uh,
didn't qualify exams, I
yes,
think.
sir. Yes, sir.
Huh.
2019 June to December,
Mhm.
I just joined the online batch, but like my college life was that I was lagging so much that I couldn't uh, like move parallel with your speed in the coaching that online batch. So I used to try, but I was lagging a lot. So I I didn't do all subjects. I did quantum mechanics little bit, and also that mm, uh, all assignments I never did in the online batch. After that, COVID came, I think. Then 2 years I did nothing.
Nothing means.
Nothing. I was at home,
Huh.
like doing homework, uh,
Like,
labor
I mean,
works.
other responsibility at home.
Yes, sir. Kind of labor works.
Okay, 2019 to 2019 to 2019 June to December, you
But
have attended our class,
yes, sir.
being at Allahabad.
Yes, sir.
Like, where you were, like with your friends or?
I was in Delhi with my friends. They were
Okay.
taking other classes, offline classes.
You are in Delhi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
But I was taking your classes online.
Why you didn't choose any offline classes there? Like,
Because I had tried earlier. Like uh, I used to forget what they say. I chose science for my passion. So I wanted to make sure that I deserve it. I just didn't wanted to qualify exams and get into some institute randomly. I wanted to make sure that this worth my time. So in preparation, I was testing myself on also that whether I can do it or not. So that's also it took more time for me to prepare.
So at that time, how did you find us? Like,
Now, I saw your first lecture that was on uh, complex analysis. You were explaining contour thing that there are 3 points, isolate similarity points, and we have to find integrals. So you, after school, you were the first teacher I found that seems interesting to me, like who was explaining things as they should be. Like after school, I never found a good teacher in my whole BSc and MSc, like who inspired, who thinks like me, who explains the problem. So when I saw that video, I saw your website, and everything written there was everything that I have like ever learned, and what I thought about education. So that was like my biggest click that I have to be there. I wanted to come to Dharwad, but that was very far place and very isolated. I had no connection, so I couldn't come. But if I could have come, so I may have qualified in 2019 only.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, at that time we had very quite less competition also actually.
Yes, sir. At that time, paper was so easy.
Yeah, papers were so easy. Okay, then you, after December or January exam, you moved back to your native.
Yes, sir.
And during COVID time, you were at your native place.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, then, I mean, okay, if in our place, if we are at home after graduation without doing anything, so people will literally eat us actually.
But
Isn't it?
I, I told now that I had that credibility that I'll do something in life.
Okay.
So because of that, no one like questions anything, and I had that confidence also that if someone says also, like I didn't care. Like I knew I'll do something, if not this, that.
Okay, okay. So then, when did you take the decision to come to Bangalore and, I mean, again study that? Because people after one attempt, they usually not been much motivated or something. Am I right? What was in your mind during that time?
Like I wanted to learn everything. I didn't wanted to qualify exam. I didn't want anything. I just wanted that quantum mechanics to like grasp everything that I could know. Like you were so inspiring that you knew everything. You used to see questions and solve, and I was so jealous of you that how you can do it, I cannot.
Okay, yeah, that's very good.
So I wanted to be like you. Like uh, you used to wake up at 7:30. I was sleeping, so that was very disheartening for me. So I knew that if I'll be with you, that characteristics will reflect. So I wanted like I decided that I will go there. I will push my limits, and I will do whatever I can.
Okay, okay. And your brother was also there in Bangalore?
He was here. So
Yeah.
and that year also, that year I decided to shift to Dharwad. But you said you have moved to Bangalore.
Bangalore,
So
okay.
I came here, Bangalore.
Okay, if even though we were in Dharwad, you would have come there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice.
Because in like whole India, whatever I have searched, I found only you teaching the way I wanted to be, like I wanted to learn. So you were my only hope.
Okay, I mean, you just came to learn. I mean,
Yes, sir.
like exam cracking pressure was not there then.
Yes, sir. I never used to think about exam.
And then what did you tell your parents or brother, like what you're doing here? Like,
I told that childhood credibility that like took everyone, that took care of everyone. So no one questioned.
you'll do something. That's what they were.
And also because I never did anything beyond curriculum. Like I never used to go play with friends or do anything mischievous. So I was a kind of sincere kid in the home.
Okay.
So no one questioned that I was not doing anything wrong that they can question that what you are doing.
Okay, that's very nice. When you came, I think we just moved to Bangalore, and I think two classroom students were there.
Yes, sir.
COVID was also like lockdown.
Yes, sir.
They were imposing lockdown. They were taking off lockdown. Rajnendra and one more student, Dinesh from Bangalore. So two students were there. Any other students were there in that batch? Like,
no, in that batch there were no one.
No student, yeah.
Later came.
Okay. When I see the work ethics, like I mean, you used to work nearly whole day. So I want to quote one incident. One student came for admission. So I told him to go and join his PG. Okay. He took all luggage and he went to Rajnendra's PG, and he asked him how many hours we need to study. Okay. Rajendra told that I am studying whole day. Like he's scared over there, and he just left over there only. He didn't join the coaching at all. If you come morning, I mean, you used to study until night. Like, yeah, that's true. Like you were not feeling quite burnout or something. Like, so
because I had seen greater depression than this.
Okay.
In lockdown, I was just craving to leave home and do something. So I was not able to. So like that was building up inside me. So when I got the chance, I wanted to make use of it. So like I was craving for this to like get a place where I can sit for a whole day and study.
Okay.
So earlier only I had made all the mistakes, so there was no room to make mistakes.
So which batch was it? Like which year? Any idea? Like
21 December.
2021.
December I came.
2021 December you came, am I right? Yeah, December we moved to Bangalore. You came at the same time. Then you were there with us nearly 1 year, am I right? Like next GATE exam.
22 February.
Okay.
23 February, I think.
23
February.
Yeah. Okay. You said like your BSc and MSc base were quite weak, but your calculus or class 11, 12 math was
that is because of my schooling. I was a like good kid in school. So, and school I got good teachers also. Like mathematics, I was always good at mathematics. This basic mathematics is schooling only. So in up to 10th, I was expert in mathematics. NCRT I used to solve 9th, 10th NCRT. I used to solve 3 to 4 times, like in a year. So I remember answers, although I don't wanted to remember, but I remember answers that this page, this question, this answer should be.
You solved it multiple times. Yeah.
That was too easy for me at that time.
Okay, okay. So now you said your aptitude was quite good. Like,
Yes,
is
sir.
that because of again high school only,
Uh,
or did you try any of this government, or while trying NDA or something, did you work on?
yes, sir. Like there was one exam in 8th class. That time, some teachers took extra classes for aptitude. That was NTSC exam, I think,
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, you
National
told that
Talent Search
talent.
Examination.
Ha.
So for that, we used to prepare that aptitude 2-3 months. And also, I think aptitude is like how you think. Like it's built in. Like it's
It is built in. We just have to practice,
kind of.
isn't it?
In short span, you cannot improve aptitude. So that was kind of my whole schooling which built the aptitude. And I got great teachers in like school. And
CBSE school.
yes,
Yeah.
sir. Physics
Was
and
that
maths.
like residential school kind of thing?
No, no, no.
No. Okay. You are going from home or?
Yes, sir. From home only.
Okay. So when did your father retired?
In 21 only.
21 only.
21 August. August 21.
You went quite slow. I think I
yes,
don't
sir.
know what we have planned. I also forgot almost everything. Like you went quite slow in the course. I think that December to June, I think we didn't have any live classes.
No, sir.
Because not many classroom students, it was quite
sir.
video sharing and only
Yes.
discussion
Yes,
actually.
sir. Yes.
I think next June to December we started again full-fledged classes and
Yes,
all. Yeah. So could you please tell more about like how you did our course, like watching video? Now again, most of the thing you watch the video because that December, like that December to June batch was not live classes.
Yes, sir.
Like I mean,
it was recorded.
It was recorded.
You used to
So
share video.
we moved from Dharwad to here at that batch, as I remember, that was just recorded batch. Like,
Yes, sir.
and June to December, usually very less request also, am I right? So that was also a reason. So how did you cope up with our course? Like, I mean, video watching like 1-2 hour like video, like how did you
Yes,
watch?
sir. Video watching, like it was not a problem. I used to enjoy that, and also Dinesh was there, so our discussions were very good. Like he only like kind of helped very much. Like he was the only topper I find interesting to talk with. Like he is the only person who has good marks and good mind also.
Okay.
That I have met.
Okay.
So like he used to help very much. Like we used to think alike. So he used to explain everything, and our discussions like was class for me. So at that time I was not that confident to discuss everything with you, but with him everything was like fluent.
Okay.
I was too confused. I think that's what take a lot of time for me to prepare. If that time only I had decided that I have to crack the next exam, I would have cracked. But I was more focused into solving my own problems. Like why don't I understand this problem? I was more focused on the subject than the exam.
Exam.
That was kind of good also and bad also.
Yeah, on time. If you are not able to crack the exam, like I mean,
Yes, sir.
journey will be delayed. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Now I think in December did they conduct CSIR net? I don't remember what happened. Like
I think they did.
2022 December, I think, or January February or something they might have conducted exam.
Yes, sir.
Don't remember.
February, I think.
Okay. So what was like you might have attended at least 3-4 CSIR net exam, am I right?
Yes, sir. Many.
Yeah, more than 3-4 exam. Now, could you please share your experience? Because those who crack in 1 or 2 attempt, they don't have any story to tell actually. They don't have any experience to share. So, I mean, now you have attended that many exams. I mean, about CSIR net,
Yes.
physical science exam. So, what is your experience, and what you would have done more? I mean, to crack the exam.
At that time, I also used to think that if I do the important topics, I'll crack the exam. But the problem with the important topic is that important topics change with every exam. Like if this exam these were the important topics, next exam those will not be the important topics, and you can't guess in the next exam which are the important topics. Important topics are there, but you can only guess them after the exam. Before exam you cannot tell that from this topic question is fixed. And this only takes like more time for me, that I was always a lazy person searching for short tricks, but short tricks don't work. So like if you are fluent with all the syllabus, you will get the question. They will not ask beyond the syllabus, everything will be from the syllabus only. But if you think that I have cracked, they are asking for harmonic oscillator, they will not ask from the harmonic oscillator in that particular exam. Because I don't know what happens, but every time I went with expectation, that expectation was never met. I don't know what happens with others, but for me it was the case that what topics I prepared, they were never in the exam, because the previous important topics always changes. You can only guess the important topics looking back, not looking forward.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you are saying like you should not have focused on important topic. You should have, but
Yes, sir.
doing all topics also takes time, like its own time, like corner to corner. So now, were you able to solve this Griffiths, Griffiths quantum mechanics, Griffiths electron
Griffiths.
easily, or you were struggling?
Griffiths is the best book I think ever written, because uh, first first book I like first textbook which I read was Griffiths, and I totally enjoy it. Like it I crave for Griffiths writing in other books. I crave, like, what if Griffiths had written solid state physics? I would have learned solid state physics till now.
Better.
But
Okay.
Griffiths is like, if you love physics, you will love Griffith, and if you are not loving Griffith, you have some problem that you need to figure out, like what you are missing.
Okay. While solving Griffith's problem or our assignment problem or Weikelin problem, I mean, did you face any difficulty or they were easy for you, or I mean?
YK limb problems were challenging, but Griffiths electrodynamics and quantum mechanics, these problems were always interesting. Like even if I was not able to solve, it kind of hooked me for a day, for a 2 day. Like I used to wait that sir will come. I'll ask. I want like how this answer will come. In solution manual also we used to see, but those problems were always interesting. It was always interesting to find what could be the solution.
Okay. Yeah, problems will teach us some concept actually, especially Griffith's problem. That's one thing. Then I think in 2023 GATE exam you have qualified. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So you have just slide by, I think.
Yes, sir.
In 2023 GATE exam. I mean, in exam hall, did you face any pressure or something?
I think because in 2023 exam, I think I was more prepared, and I got 4,000 rank. But in the next exam, 2024 GATE exam, I was doing my coursework, busy with PhD. I never looked at notes, and I got better rank than 900.
Okay.
So and this is only because I was focusing on physics while preparation. If I had focused on exam, the result might have been opposite. So I don't regret the way I used to see things, because they are now helping me. Now I find myself more comfortable in the lab. I don't get tired sitting from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the evening. So, and my friends are not that stable. Every 1 hour they have to go out for a coffee or something, but I don't feel that urge. So that is the best thing that I have learned here in the class. That regularity, that being with the book, that re, understanding the language of the book, language of the problem, how problems are explained. So for me, these are the learnings. Solving questions and cracking exams, all those were secondary for me.
Okay, you are saying that I mean, you have prioritized physics over exam cracking
Yes,
path.
sir. Yes, sir.
So that is helping you in the research career right now.
And that also takes more time to qualify exam.
Yeah.
And if you have background like me, like bad background, if you have good background, then it's okay.
Not, don't say bad background, like
Like I was missing graduation and post graduation
post
part.
graduation. Yeah.
Only schooling was good, so that confidence took me like I could do
You
anything.
had any confidence issue, like, I mean, BSc, MSc, after BSc, MSc, like any insecurity, like I couldn't do or something like?
Uh, I was only insecure about my marks. Like whenever someone used to ask my marks, I knew that I am going to fail. So I got BSc only 50%. Uh, and because of that, some teachers who see marks, they don't see it. So some calls I lost because of that also. But uh, I don't. I also didn't want that those teachers who see marks. So I was never insecure about the things. Like I knew that I'll do something. Today also I know that I'll do something, even if I uh, academically I am not good. I'll do something.
Okay, that's very good. Now, I think that low BSc score might have affected during IIT interviews or something.
No,
like,
sir.
no? Okay.
Like uh, age and these marks, they
Gap year.
gap year, they don't see it. Once you are
They don't see it. You're
Yes,
saying
sir.
they don't see it.
Like in IITs I have been, they never saw it.
They never saw. Okay.
I have been in project interviews at some NITs and all, like they see it. I think the people like that lower standard colleges, they see all these things. They want like everything that looks good. It doesn't matter it is good or not, but they prefer things that looks good. So in one NIT, they like debated about 5 minutes about my gap year. So that time only I decided that I will not join here.
Okay. After GATE exam, where all you have applied? Because the student who get thousands of ranking,
Yes, sir.
they don't apply anything. Like they don't have awareness also.
I was also same, and because of that I had missed several applications like Guwahati, Madras, all these applications I have missed. I don't know I would have got called or not, but wherever I applied I got call. So uh, with that confidence I am saying that I missed those chances. Then sir told me to apply in like wherever I am eligible. So I started applying and I got calls from everywhere I have applied. So I have spent that much time in studying, so I was confident about the interview. So interview I gave everywhere, it was good only, but somewhere if there were seats, uh, IIT Bombay, I didn't qualify that entrance
Written exam.
written
Okay.
exam.
Anyway, I mean, your ranking in GATE doesn't matter. They do one more screening test.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So usually, if your profile looks good, I hope they will select you. GATE is just like GRE or that kind of
Yes,
exam,
sir.
like just one exam. After that, many more process will be there. I mean, to select the candidate. Okay, in IIT Bombay, could you please explain more about that one? Like, you had any specialization in your MSc?
Electronics.
Electronics. Okay. So now in IIT Bombay interview experience, could you please talk more about that one? Like, was that physics department or material research or which department?
Physics department I didn't qualify that entrance exam.
Written test.
Material science department I did qualify because that was comprehensive and research aptitude type kind of, because I was interdisciplinary. I was from physics, so they gave that research paper passage and they asked some questions based on that. So I qualified that, and in the interview I was not good with condensed matter, but as it was material science department, so condensed matter was expected. They asked some questions, I didn't like perform well. I answered some, but it was not at all impressive for me also and for them also. So I didn't qualify that.
Okay. So after that, where all you have attended the interviews?
IIT Indore also. Indore there were like in physics department same happened. I didn't qualify that screening test.
Screening test, okay. Now, what they were asking screening test? What was that, like gate exam or
Yes sir, gate
exam type only?
But that in IIT Bombay there were like many questions in very short span of time. So I was not very speedy
Fast,
at that time. So because of that I didn't qualify. Questions were easy. And in IIT Indore they had a screening interview. So two professors were interviewing.
Okay.
I don't know what they asked. They asked some weird questions in quantum mechanics only. So I couldn't answer.
Okay. So after that, where all you have, okay, IT Indore, and then
Indore and Mandi I attended interview. IIT Roorkee also I attended interview. Then Dhanbad.
Okay. So in Dhanbad, how interview went, and why did you choose?
Dhanbad, up to Dhanbad I was frustrated. Like I knew that I am not getting anything. Let me just attend the interview. So first question he asked, like I was very confident in the Dhanbad interview. Like, and also they asked very easy questions. He asked the properties of wave function. So it was just on my tongue, like everything, these things, because I had given so many of interviews. So, and these were the things I was preparing like whole 2 years. So that was like quantum mechanics, they were not finishing questions and I was answering them. And then in EMT, they asked some questions. There I struggled with that refractive index of N1 by N2 something. So that discussion went long, but I was able to impress them.
Okay. So in Dhanbad, you choose the guide, or they, whether they have offered, or
No,
or whether they shortlisted, after that you approach the guide, what you have done?
In Dhanbad, it was like first time it happened with our batch that before coursework they were assigning guides.
Okay.
Before our batch, they were assigning guides after coursework.
After coursework.
So what happened, like when we got mails, so most of the students mailed their professors, like with whomever they wanted to work. But I went at the called date only, and they gave list of professors and number of students they were taking. So every student reached the professor they talked to, and whichever like both agreed they took.
So right now you are working on computational
Yes,
condensed matter. Can I say like this?
Yes, sir.
You have any collaboration with experimental people, like?
No, experimental we don't have collaboration. Like I still my lab might have, I don't know, but I don't have like I haven't interacted with any experimental people. So one professor is there in bar, so he is also doing same work as we are doing. So we discuss, like we work together.
Whether that professor doing theoretical or
computational only, like us.
only. So now, how is facility over there? Like for computational, you need a lot of workstations.
Yes, sir. It's not very bad. Also, it's not very good. Like some works we can, like most of the works we can do in our lab or in institute cluster. And if there is some like a job which requires a high computational power, we can send it to our collaborators. And they do it.
Okay. In Bark?
In Bark, there is like big, like I think biggest cluster in India.
Okay. So yeah, so that's very good. That's to be noted. Like in like, suppose if you perform very well, I mean, if you study very well, but if your ranking is not so good, so you should not lose hope that you should apply everywhere wherever it is possible, because I mean, exam has nothing to do with research. I hope we have discussed it so many times. Like toppers doesn't mean they are going to be in the top in the research. So that's why, like research capability, that mindset, whatever skills, whatever mindset it demands, it is completely different from this competitive exam. That's why ranking should not like stop you applying wherever it is possible. So that's one thing to note down. And I thought like you were struggling, like now I realize like you are just doing at your face. I think like
Maybe.
like not much worried about exam. But I mean, to me, in my mind, like, I mean, this guy have to qualify this exam, right?
Yes, sir.
Like,
Yes, sir.
otherwise, what he will do? I mean, that was the
Uh,
pressure I also had.
yes, sir. Like I used to feel that sir wants me to qualify more than that I want myself to qualify.
Obviously. Okay. Suppose if you didn't qualify that 2022,
Twen-
sorry,
2023.
2023 GATE exam,
Yes, sir.
what you would have done?
I would have continued, I think.
Okay, okay.
But at that time, I was confident that I knew everything.
Mhm.
I knew that this is just by chance that I haven't qualified.
Mhm.
2023 gate, I was very confident that I will qualify next exam for sure.
Yeah, you improved ranking also, even though you were not in touch with the subject,
Yes, sir.
like in 2024 GATE exam.
Never studied.
Okay. Maybe because there was no pressure also, like
Yes, sir. That is
when you
also
do
one
something
reason.
without any expectation, you will be better actually.
I think one problem with good students is that they judge themselves. Uh, like many of my friends are there, and they are equally good, equally committed. But the problem is they judge themselves. They think that they don't deserve this. So I think you apply everywhere. Let them decide whether you deserve it or not.
Yeah.
But before interview only they think that they don't deserve it. They will not apply. They will not try.
Yeah, that's true. When they are not having good GATE ranking, like they, many student, I mean, even though I text them, I mean, they don't reply back. Like when I ask them, they have moved on. Like that happened many times. Like even though at that time I keep on sending messages in Slack, like these are the institution that you can apply. Go and have some premier institution graduation, then you do whatever you want. That's what I suggest them. Because I mean, exam hall, I mean, we can't control what happens, am I right?
Yes.
That exam hall performance should not decide your whole path, like whether you go in this direction or 90-degree,
Yes, sir.
take 90-degree turn or U-turn. Like that 3 hours should not decide that one. And whatever research demands, that's completely different. I hope we have discussed in the last. Toppers may have the skill, like if you give them problem, they may solve it within very less time. But if I give some problem which is not quickly solvable, that topper may not keep what you call solving it, or they may
Digging
not keep
deeper.
trying it. Is that okay? But when you go to the research, you will be handling the problem that nobody ever solved. Like how long you are going to
Yes, sir.
hold on it. Like you may not get anything for months of time. So still next day again, what is the motivation again to try to solve the problem? That has nothing to do with exam cracking skills actually. So that's why what I suggest is, okay, if you are not getting good GATE ranking, but if you have some ranking, explore some research group. If you feel comfortable, join and pursue research. Suppose if you are serious about research. So that's a very strong suggestion. So now what are your target? Like now you are in the third year or second year.
Yes, sir.
Now you are I think already moving towards publications and
Yes,
all.
yes, sir.
So now what are your targets? Like
I don't have any targets. Like I'll go with the flow. Like whatever.
just like exam
Uh,
preparation, what you did in exam
yes, sir.
preparation. Yeah, that's good.
Like till now it is like whatever work I get, I want to understand like how people are publishing at better journals. Like till now what I have worked is, I think it is kind of replication, that what other people have done with other materials, I'm doing with this material. So I want to explore more that how to get new ideas, like how to do the original things, that not the replica of some research work already done.
Exactly.
So these are the things that I like. My present focus is to learn these things, like how to uh, predict those materials properties, and if we are doing some calculations, why are we using these exact tags. What happens, like in research there are some paths that have been made, and people use same file for the same calculation, and they don't know what that file contains. So for me, it is like I want to know everything, like why this is and what if I change something and something happens. So that curiosity is there.
Okay. So I was bit worried, like, because you were the student, like, I mean, still I have that notes, like, you have solved some problem, like,
Yes, sir.
because we had a plan to like publish some solution or something. So you were such a student, like, you will keep trying to solve the problem, like, for days of time, maybe weeks of time. Like, I was bit worried what, I mean, since your gate performance was not so good, like, what if you take deviation, like do something other than research, because you are fit for research. Like, I mean, today or tomorrow, I mean, if platform, if you are in the right platform, you would have done something. That was sure for me. But I was bit worried, like what if you deviate your path, like that was
It
my
doesn't
worry. I
like.
think I told it to Dinesh also.
Yes, sir.
uh, because that's what we need, not only solving problem in less time or something, holding on to problem, like that is what you need once you go to the research.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yeah. So your exam preparation mindset, like you focus more on physics, more on your subject, now
Because
that patience and all, that's helping you in the lab, that's what
yes,
you're
sir,
saying. Yeah.
exactly. Because I have craved for those things. I never craved for PhD or exam. This was never my goal. Like physics was the thing that I was missing, and I was always searching physics only. So the only mistake I think I made was I was confused. Like I was into too many things. I was thinking too many things, that I can do this also, that also. So that never allowed me to focus on particularly one thing. But when I failed so many times, I had no option to focus on other things. I had to focus on the exam. So that was the last thing. I think the only mistake one can make is doing something with half-hearted. If you are doing something with full-hearted, no matter what the thing is, it is right. And I did like most of my preparation half-hearted. Sometimes thinking about exams, sometimes thinking about physics, sometimes poetry, sometimes philosophy and all.
Okay. I have one more question. You said, like, I mean, exam was not your target, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Not every student can do that one, am I right? Like, lot of pressure from the home actually, like
Yes, sir.
from their parents or from their surrounding actually. So, I mean, what would you suggest them? Because I mean, many students, they don't have this much time,
Yes, sir. Exactly.
I mean, practically speaking. That's why, I mean, I'm also quite worried, like they have to crack in 6 months, like
Yes, sir.
otherwise they have to move on. I mean, not only their parents, whole society will pressurize them when they take one more attempt or something. Like, what was the environment at your home? Like your brother or your father, didn't they say like you have to move on or something like?
Everybody says the same, but I was like secluded one. After 12th results, for 3 years, 2 years, like I never used to talk to anyone. I was so secluded, so like lost in my own world to figure out that what life is, what I have to do. So that only that downtime, that low time made me feel that nobody is really going to help. So I like forgive, like I never used to crave for attention or anybody what people are saying. So I was in my own world. So I just had me to satisfy, no one else. So like my parents say, my father still says, you join, you have net, you can apply for assistant professor job, you get the job. But I want to risk everything.
Okay, nice. So they told at that time, am I right? Like maybe some like
At that time they never used to discourage me, that like they knew that I will do something. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Wrong, yeah.
So they never used to discourage that you are not putting enough hard work, or you are not doing that, you are not doing this. Only they used to suggest apply for every job. Don't go only behind physics, or
Physics.
don't do teaching. It will take a lot of time. Apply for the jobs.
Okay, they told that, but not much pressure.
Not much pressure. Only because of my brother was taking care of the family.
No financial pressure also, am I
Yes.
right? Like you need to earn quickly, like that. Okay, yeah. That was quite positive environment. So now, I mean, we have a special guest because Rajnendra not only interested in physics, he is interested in literature, poetry, and he himself have written lot of poetry in Hindi. Like, I mean, now, where did you develop this interest in poetry and literature? I mean, in your childhood or high school or where?
In 9th, 10th only I started writing poems.
Ninth.
That also comes from that thinking that I am special. So like I used to saw in movies and everywhere they used to quote couplets and everyone used to clap. I used to think what's special in that, I can also do that. So it took nothing, just pen, paper, and I have to think and I have to write. So Madhushala was one poetry collection, Amitabh Bachchan's father's collection. He was a poet. So everyone used to appreciate that. And I was jealous of it. How can he do such a great thing with pen and paper and I cannot? So it all started with that I have to do that. Then I used to write and people used to get happy that you write so well. Then in the middle, I stopped writing.
Middle means
In BS after BSc second year up to MSc, I stopped writing. I think I didn't write much because everyone knows that I write good. So that starting charm was lost. After that, I started writing and I wrote only for myself. Now what I write, nobody understands, nobody praises, but I know that is something good. So it came from there only that I can do it. And now poetry is like quantum mechanics only. If you have never felt the urge to read and write poetry, it's just because your needs have never led you beyond the calculus. If you have to talk quantum mechanics, if you have to talk probability, you have to talk poetry. So
that's quite deep.
kind of. And what poetry is just algebra. Like there is some word like that heart lamp you showed. If that deep is just a variable, that can be anything. So when that lamp becomes anything, it becomes algebra. Until it is something, it is text and it is calculus. So that anything, when I want to say many things, I have to take variables, and that becomes the poetry.
So now, okay, you read anything like before you started writing? Like, I mean, you had any reading habit, like?
No, sir.
Because, like, I mean, how the words comes, how you join those words, like, you got my point, like.
Okay.
But you learned while writing, or you read a lot and then.
It's from YouTube also. Like I used to write in Urdu, and there was no Urdu poetry session on YouTube that I haven't watched. So in my BSc philosophy and this poetry thing, so I watched, I heard so many poets that words came from there only. That structure of the poetry came from there.
Okay, that Urdu poetry, like,
Yes,
that's
sir.
what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You could able to understand Urdu completely?
Kind of.
Okay. Nice.
I can't read and write, but understand.
Okay, understand. So now you said in BSc you read a lot of philosophy. What philosophy you have read, like?
I read many, like almost all of Osho I have read.
Osho.
Yes, sir. Osho has become famous now, but in BSc, I one evening I went for dinner, and I got some book in the bookstall. I used to read quotes on Facebook, and I used to find them interesting. That day I found the book, and I got that book. After that book, the books kept coming,
Okay.
and I kept reading.
Nice, nice. So, I mean, I also, I think, texted on WhatsApp or something, like you guys also start reading something in your free time. So, because, I mean, what I see is like, uh, if we talk anything apart from physics, okay, Rajnendra have his own opinion, his own thought, his own way of seeing that one. So when I see any younger generation, their thoughts are either influenced by YouTube or some podcast or some what you call trending stuff actually, like not own stuff actually. But whenever I talked with Rajendra, like I mean, I received something which I couldn't find anywhere. Like because of his reading, like I mean, writing poetry, it's like I mean, for me it is my out of syllabus. Like thinking, like you have to think a lot, am I right? Like create something, like not much different from the research that you are trying to explore, like the new thing, like you have to create it actually. That is what missing, like in our younger generation, because almost everything coming from social media only, like not from book or not by sitting somewhere and thinking. Rajendra used to talk very less actually, but when he talks, I mean, whatever he told, still some of those words are with me. Like I told today, like that heart lamp, it got a Booker Award, am I right? So its original name is Yadaya Hanate, okay? Hanate means Deepa, am I right? Like, I mean, that Deepa have different feeling than lamp actually. When that Edaya Hanute converted into heart lamp, half of the meaning is gone over there. And Rajendra told one day, like we can't translate one language to other language. Like I realized that one. Like where is that heart lamp title? Where is that Edaya Hanute title? I got him. Like
Yes, sir.
you told someday, like if some literature is written in one language, he told that it can't be translated. He quickly told the statement. Like
Yes.
at the time, at least some part you can translate, am I right? That's what I think. Or you can find some word in other language where you can do that one, but it is not possible. Like some thoughts that is held, or some feelings that is held in one language, it's not possible to translate into other language.
Languages carry cultures now. So you can translate the language, you cannot translate the culture.
Culture. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. I mean, what would you think of like idli vada in English? Like, I mean, it's not possible to translate it into English culture. Like, uh, yeah, that's true. A feeling also, like
Yes, sir.
quite hard to translate. So that I quickly thought of your word. Like when I read those two titles of those books, like I mean, that's why I'm saying, like you have to read your native books actually, literature books. Like it has something like, and like books are something like you are going to consume and at your pace, at your speed, and you will stop and think, digest, or accept or reject, and you can move on. But videos are something that someone else is feeding you, pushing you. Like you won't stop most of the time. You will just watch the whole podcast. You don't stop and think whether it is right or not. Like
The one thing about videos and social media influence is that we are not reaching to them, they are reaching to us.
Yeah.
So we don't know what we should allow to reach us. So everything is reaching us. So that filter that comes with the intelligence, and that intelligence is not there in the normal social media user. So
Exactly.
everything is reaching to him, and he is consuming everything, and he doesn't know what he really wants. So he wants to be everything, and it's not possible to be everything. So in parts he is this also, he is that also, and he doesn't know what he really is. So that's
exactly, perfect. I mean, they don't know how to put that filter, and they don't know what they want actually.
exactly. And if you don't know what you want, life will give you something. Social media will give you something that this you want, and
Okay.
you will accept that this is I want.
Okay, but while consuming books, it's quite different story. Like,
Because you choose books.
we choose book, yeah, we reject it, and yeah, that's true. I can just close it. It
Yes, sir.
won't run actually. We need to read. Am I right? It won't run itself. Videos will run itself. Like,
And also with books also you should not take recommendations that what should I read. Read whatever interests you. If you take recommendation, you are becoming half of that person who is recommending.
perfect.
Because you are a very special person, and be special, make yourself feel special. So whatever you choose is like unique thing. You stand with it. No matter you fail or pass it, it's far beyond.
Nice. Now, what kind of literature that you are reading now, or just poetry? Like,
Nowadays I have like bought too many books and I'm not able to finish them.
okay.
So
I mean, Hindi or English or
English I don't read much, but I got one book that was like about counseling sessions. You need to talk to someone, I think.
Oh,
That,
okay.
that I found interesting. Like, and one more thing is there, like while reading the book or reading the poetry, you will not find that whether it is a good book or bad book. Once you finish it, you close it or finish it or something. Once you leave it, you go further away in life. And if that book was good, you will come back to it. So if you are coming back to something, that is something which you should hold on. At present, we cannot judge that living and judgment doesn't happen simultaneously. You can either judge or live. So that book I read half and I have left it. Now I am craving for it to go back and start reading again, because I am finding that was something like it was lightening something inside me. So I'll go back and I'll read that.
some philosophy or some books, like we can understand completely only over time. Like, even
Yes,
though
sir.
we read earlier,
Yes, sir.
we might not have got each and every part of it. So over time, when we live our life, like we will understand some portion, like connect something back.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, that's true. So now, I mean, how much, like approximately, poetry that you have written, like any count or any collections,
I
or
don't
where
know.
anyone can read, like on any blog or something?
I post on Instagram only
Okay.
because it's kind of boring for others. If you are studying physics, you might find interesting. But most of the people, it's boring. So,
No, I mean, now could you please tell us some of those poetry that
so
everyone can understand? Like,
it's in Hindi.
I'll try again. Again, it goes
Can I
back to
get my
your quote
mobile?
only. It cannot be
Mobile,
translated, but
mobile,
we'll try.
mobile.
Like something that slightly easy. Like,
Oh,
just
okay.
feed us something quite easy. Like, I
I
mean, in our viewers, we have lot
yes,
of
yes.
Hindi students. Like, but I'll try to translate. I'm not sure.
I'll translate myself.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
then I'll
you
translate.
completely read in Hindi.
Okay.
So because I can enjoy, or some of you guys can enjoy, I think. Yeah.
कहते हैं कि देखने से चीज़ें बदल जाती हैं, कहते हैं कि कहने से मर जाता है प्रेम, कहते हैं कि पास रखने से नेकी नेकी नहीं रहती, कहते हैं कि कुछ करने से कुछ नहीं होता, कहते हैं कि कविताएं कही नहीं जाती, देखकर ना देखना, कहकर ना कहना, देखना और चीज़ों को ना बदलना सिर्फ कविताओं से संभव है, सिर्फ कविताओं में खामोशी बोल सकती है, जहाँ भी खामोशी बोलती है कविता होती है. So it means कि people say that when we see things, things change. When we say that we love, the love dies. There is one proverb in Hindi that when you do good things, don't keep it with you. Like throw it in the river. नेकी कर दरिया में डाल. So when you keep good things, it doesn't remain good. And poetries are not said, it happens. So this all was the context. And then uh, we can see things without, like what Krishnamurti says that seeing and observing are two different things. So seeing and observing, uh, like seeing things and not changing it, saying things and not disturbing that thing, it's all possible in poetries only. In poetries only silence can speak, and wherever silence speaks, poetry is there. So this was that.
Okay.
So this is all boring for
No,
everyone
no, no.
else.
I mean, I understood at least some part of it. Like,
This one is also there. This one I wrote in class only,
no, no.
I think.
Actually, I have connected it to like measurement and collapsing. Actually, when he said some physics related.
it was kind of that only.
हाँ,
कि
okay.
देख कर ना देखना,
हाँ.
देखना और चीजों को ना बदलना.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you also kept that one in mind, like while
हाँ,
writing.
exactly.
Okay. Philosophies will fit in different places actually. Like, yeah. Could you please one more?
This one is about commitment, like why life is not easy and what is easy. So जीवन में कुछ आसान नहीं है. Nothing is easy in life. जीवन में कुछ आसान नहीं है और मुश्किल तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं. Like not at all hard also. यहाँ सब कुछ सहज है. जीवन में कुछ करना ज़रूरी नहीं है. क्या करना ज़रूरी है, इसका ठीक ठीक फैसला कर लेना ही काम पूरा करने के लिए काफ़ी है. हमारी सारी कोशिशें हमारे गलत और सही के द्वंद्व को समाप्त करने की कोशिशें हैं. यही कोशिशें काम को मुश्किल बनाती हैं.
This is very relevant. But I mean,
I wrote this in here in class only, I think, while I was doing my preparation.
Okay.
Like there is nothing easy in life and not at all difficult too. Here everything is obvious. There is nothing important to do in life. Only thing important is to decide what to do. All our struggles are confusions only. Like all our struggles exist because we are confused that whether we should do it or not. If there is no confusion, there is no struggle. So all we have to try is to solve our confusions. Once there is absolute understanding that this is the thing I want, you will get that. Those confusions are the only struggles you have in life, nothing else. There are no struggles except your confusions, your personal confusions, that you own.
So these are there in your Instagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But it's in Hindi, obviously.
No, I mean, that's fine. Like now we have good like artificial intelligence platform. At least, I mean, you may not agree, but at least they can grasp 50% of its feeling. Am I right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anything?
One more very small, that I'll say this in English only.
No. You first tell this one in Hindi. There are Hindi viewers. They can understand, like our online course students and all. Like
नदी में पानी की रफ्तार गहराई के अनुपात में होती है. In a river, speed of water is in proportion with the height, depth of the river. So when नदी में पानी की रफ्तार गहराई के अनुपात में होती है, तो अगली बार जब कोई कहे कि बहाव बहुत तेज़ है या जीवन बहुत मुश्किल, तो उनसे पूछिएगा कि किस गहराई में. So main thing is that speed of water is in proportion with the depth of the river. So in the next time when you hear someone saying that the flow is too fast or the life is difficult, ask them in which depth. On the surface, the speed of water is more.
Okay. That's what you're saying.
In the depth, it is slow. So the deeper you get, you realize that life is not a struggle. The more on the surface you are, you find more struggles. So there are no struggles. We create struggles to feel ourselves powerful,
Feel ourselves?
feel ourselves that I am doing something great, then there should be the struggle. So we create that struggle to feel that I am doing something great.
Oh, yeah. Otherwise, I mean, in the depth, nothing is struggle. Like
Exactly.
that's very nice. Like, yeah, I mean, what I thought is like Rajnendra. I mean, since it was not easy for him, right? Nothing that I mean, after MSc, you didn't get anything that easily.
Yes, sir.
Like, I mean, I don't say struggle now because after this interaction, because you had your own thing in your mind, like own targets actually. But since I mean, because you will have better suggestions for the student rather than any toppers who might have cracked the exam with just 6 months.
Yes, sir.
Like they don't have much experience to share. Like you have more experience to share. Now, could you please share, like, what would you tell the students? Like,
So I told in poem also that only confusion is the struggle. So you first decide that 6 months I have given to this, and for 6 months be committed to this. Forget everything else, and you will get what you want. You have to just like whatever confusions are there, you solve them first. Before coming to class, you solve your confusions, that whether you want a job, whether you should prepare, or whether you should go home, whether you should do online, whether you should do offline. You solve that one, you reach to that one decision and stick to that for 6 months. The most of mistakes I did was this confusion only, that I will never stick to one thing. So just decide one thing and give your all of yourself for that one thing for a 6 month, and you will do that. It's too easy and too difficult. You have to just make that decision before coming to class. If you are here, you belong to class, you are no one else. Forget your name, forget your identity, forget your parents, everything. Up to the time you are in class. It's very easy to do and very hard to do.
yeah, I mean, do that one with full of your heart.
Exactly.
So there should be no confusion. Yeah, that's good. Apart from that, like reading book or something like.
A reading book, I told that this is not the final thing. After exam, you will be somewhere, and that to do better there is more important than being better here. So prepare for that phase. Keep that phase in mind. But I think it's up to you what you want. You have to solve your own confusions. I am telling what worked for me. If you think alike, then follow what I am saying. If you think you have to dedicate yourself to exam, dedicate yourself to exam. What you think is right is right. I am not like a advocate of this thing that physics is the greatest thing, you should follow physics only. There are many people like Walter Lewin, they said if there was no electromagnetism, your heart wouldn't beat. But heart was beating before electromagnetism also. So
before we learned electromagnetism.
exactly. There is one poem also about it.
Okay.
नदी के किनारे शहर बसते हैं, शहर बसने के बाद शहर के किनारे से नदी बहती है. Like
you spoke quite quickly, like
cities are established alongside rivers. Once city is established, river flows alongside city.
that's what we think.
That's what physicists think.
And there are something like everything is either physics or stamp collecting. Like
exactly.
we made that quote actually. Like
there's nothing like that.
So you already, I mean, told us like we need to make some lecture notes, because in the video a lot of things are there, quite
yes,
hard
sir.
to consolidate. We already on to that one, but quite slow. Like we should have completed last batch only. We couldn't complete this batch. We want to improve and feed it to students. Apart from that, like
At least flow of the lectures, that what topics after which topic what is going
No,
to
I mean that nowadays they will get it here, like in the slide actually. But we are preparing lecture notes only, like so that they can quickly jump into textbook problem and then read the textbook. Like no need to read the textbook and then go to textbook problem. Like so, if they have lecture notes, then I mean, but only concern was why I'm not so motivated is because they don't open textbook. Once lecture notes was there. So, but I mean, but still many other students like even toppers also told that we struggled in these topic. At least make lecture notes on this topic, like where I have referred multiple textbook and taught in
Yes, sir,
class,
yes, sir, yes, sir.
where I told student to read only one of the textbook. Like at least you make lecture notes in those topics. That's what they have suggested. We are on to that one. But apart from that, so you have any other suggestions in our course? Like I mean, it's quite hard to add anything, but I'll think of it slowly. Like maybe 1 or 2 year. Like I can adapt.
Sir, if I had any suggestion, I would have given you. Like,
Yeah.
I can't think of any. Like, I find it useful only. That lecture notes only is the thing. Like, at least the flow of the subject. Like, if it quantum mechanics, we will do 1D harmonic oscillator, 1D box harmonic oscillator, and this potential box. So these topics, at least there should be 2 page or 1 page that list should be there. So
you're not saying detailed lecture note, but flow of that.
flow of the lectures, because there were so many lectures I used to miss. Like if whether I have missed any lecture, there were any topic in between I am missing.
No. Now we have our own learning management system. There we have organized very well, like chapter, main chapter, inside that one, 2, 3 topic, like one by one, and these lecture slides will also be there.
And
I hope.
Also, the short notes you make is the, like, I think that's the ultimate help you can do to yourself. Must make short notes. Like once you are done with quantum mechanics, finish making short notes of that subject, because when the exam will come, you will get to revise that. You cannot revise the whole copy, but once you revise all your short notes, they will help you. And short notes you should make your own only. You should not copy, because you know what things you are missing. So only write those missing things in the short notes. So those short notes are very helpful in the exam 2 days 3 days before.
Like quick revision, like otherwise very huge subject, how will you revise? Like
Now also I have my short notes, and before any exam I go through it and I like get the idea what the things I read. So short notes are very necessary. I realized it like very late. And your own short notes, not others, because in other short notes there were too many things that will distract you. But in your short notes there will be precise things that you are struggling with and you are missing in the exam. And also, once you are doing quantum mechanics, you finished short notes with quantum mechanics, and once then you start statistical. And in statistical, when you will come back to quantum, you will find it easy to revise with short notes. Otherwise, doing statistical, you will forget quantum. For new students, it happens.
So like that you had 3-4 hour like continuous reading or learning, trying something, am I right?
Yes, sir.
3 hours and like where did you learn that one, in high school or that much patience? Like
I don't know, sir. Before coming here, I never have studied for like continuously more than 1 hour.
okay.
So I told you in lockdown I was kind of trapped in home, and I wanted to do something. I wanted to read. So when I came here, all that things that I had inside, I wanted to give it all to like.
So initially was that difficult or something like?
No, I never found that. Like for me, it was interesting. I was getting new things. Until time I am getting new thing, I never get bored.
Okay, you didn't have any issue with English, am I right? Like because after 5th you joined English medium CBSE
yes.
school,
My
but
English teacher was good.
like what is other? Because I mean, when we reach out to North Indian student, they again
Yes.
they reject us only because we teach in English.
English.
Some people still may be thinking we are teaching in South Indian language,
Yes, sir.
and they don't know like we speak many languages in South India. I think you also didn't know that one, am I right? That we speak multiple language in South.
I didn't know.
Yeah, like I mean, anyway, like we also think like the same thing, am I right? There are multiple local languages
Yes.
we are not aware of. So, but what I'm saying is like I see that struggle to make the transition from Hindi to English. Like
Yes,
even
sir.
after MSc, many students don't want to learn in English or listen lectures in English. Okay, just forget about our coaching class. Like, so lot of international level book resources, lectures, even NPTL, they are in English. Am I right? They have to
Obviously.
explore that one. Now, okay, since you in very early childhood, from fifth to after your fifth standard,
Yes,
you exposed to English. I mean, you exposed to English language. You didn't feel that much struggle, I hope.
Yes, sir.
So, but what is usual Hava over there? What is usual thing that is happening over there? Are they learning in Hindi until class 12th or until class 10th? What is the
Yes, sir. So one thing is that like after my school, I went to my BSc college, and their teachers were talking in Hindi. So I was shocked. I was like
Oh,
hesitated
up
to
to
talk
12
in
you were
Hindi.
in CBSE school
हाँ.
where it was English medium.
English medium.
But when you go to like BSc,
BSc.
everyone was communicating in purely Hindi.
Yes, sir.
Now
Although
my
books
question
were
is,
English.
हाँ,
Books were
books
English.
were in English, exam syllabus were in.
Exams,
हाँ.
syllabus in
Now my question is, okay, it's okay to communicate in Hindi. That's not a you have to communicate with local language. Like even like when I explain something, okay. So if I explain that one in Kannada, it is slightly better than in English, okay? Or if I explain something to Bhargav, not only in Kannada, in our home Kannada language, it is slightly better. It will communicate better actually, okay? So that's why it's okay to, like, while discussion, you guys discuss in your local language, that is far, far better, okay? But we don't have any choice. I need to communicate with you in English, okay? But my question is like, okay, uh, suppose out of 100 students, how many of them were from Hindi medium and how many were from English medium?
I think 80-20 ratio maybe.
Oh, 80% of them were from Hindi,
Hindi
medium.
medium. Because
Very less English medium school?
they all join engineering now.
Oh, English medium school student join engineering.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I think I was only person in my class who willingly joined BSc.
Got it. So all Hindi medium students they went to basic sciences or
Yes,
something,
yes, sir.
arts, commerce.
हाँ.
Then obviously like okay, class 11, 12th like PUC pre-university courses like that we have here.
Yes, sir.
Class 11, 12th was also in Hindi over there.
Yes, sir. Like majority of the students are going to Hindi mediums only.
Class 11, 12 science they studied in Hindi.
Yes, sir.
That is the difference. We studied class 11, 12th in English only. I don't think nowhere in South like where class 11, 12th is in local language. They wrote a science book in Hindi. That's where we made the transition. Right? Class 11, 12th when we took the science, we had to do those science in English only, like physics, chemistry, everything. That was a bit of struggle. Like when I first entered class 11th, like they used to say circle, radius, center. Right? I didn't know those words actually from high school, from Kannada medium to class 11th actually. Yeah, diameter, like I mean, now it looks like obvious for me, but at that time transition was quite a bit of struggle. Like some bridge courses should be there. Okay, so most of the English medium schools are there, but those students went to engineering. Now who is left? Like Hindi medium student took basic science. That's why I mean in BSc and MSc colleges they will teach in Hindi only. They may use English words. Am I right?
Yes, sir, exactly.
Okay. But exams are in English only.
In my college it was in English. BSc
Is there
was-
any BSc where exams are also in Hindi?
or maybe there.
Okay.
Don't know. I
I mean,
think they
there are
have
some
option.
philosophy, there are some thoughts like, I mean, Chinese, Japanese, like in uh, Germans, like they
But
do
now I
in.
think it's not possible.
Now it is not possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we can't compare ourselves to German, like, isn't it? Like, or Japanese, like, yeah.
Japanese people are very bad at English, but
Huh. Okay, now are you managing any time for that literature or poetry? Like, I mean, in Sunday or something, what you.
like it doesn't need time now.
Okay,
It clicks and
That's
I have to
true.
write.
That is true. It's not like something like we
Yes, sir.
reserve and do it at that time only.
Sometimes I am sitting in lab, sometimes coming back from lab and I am writing. Sometimes in train, buses.
Okay, what I would suggest is you collect all of those which anyone can understand, and you can have some small publication. Like,
I will publish but if
not
I,
everything, like, not, you keep too deep thing one side, you keep something that everyone can understand other side and publish that one. Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah, like, I mean, those who read literature, like neutral literature, let us say, like they are highly matured. Like, whenever I speak to them, like, no small thing that that will disturb them or trouble them or something. Like, that's why I'm asking you guys to, like, your native literature, whatever language you are from, you'll find very good author, or at least not now, at least 10 years back or 20 years back. Maybe now we have very less younger generation authors, but you have a lot of literature in all languages. Like, you have to seek and you have to, like, develop that one. And what I feel is, like, I mean, that will develop. I mean, if you have that mobile addiction, this may help you to make some transition, like from mobile addiction, like less addiction,
yes, sir.
then book reading. You got my point? Like, it may act like, but that literature, that also quite addictive, but not as addictive as mobile. So, but I hope focus, you will not lose focus in while reading literature. Like, focus will improve only. Like, they are also trying to connect different thing, am I right? Like, in the literature,
Yes, sir.
like, oh wow, I didn't think in this way. Like, they will make us to think like that. So you will have a focus, you will have some understanding. Like, I think, but mobile will what you call, take away focus, like focus and patience actually. So yeah, that's what you need to understand. Then no other questions? Anything else that you want to suggest?
No, sir. What?
Thank you so much, Rajnendra, for this session. Like, I mean, some, I mean, of your thoughts and your journey. I hope it will motivate our students. And again, like, you are trying to, you didn't leave that literature or poetry work. Like, I mean, it is a part of your life. It looks so,
Yes, sir.
like,
It's necessity.
that
kind of.
everyone should understand. Like, we can't say that I don't have time for this. It should be just part of your life, just like how you take meals, how you eat.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, any other good hobby that if you have, you should continue that one. Like, I don't think that I don't think it's like if you don't like it, then you say I have to compromise with
Yes,
this
sir.
and I have to do that
Exactly.
hobby. If you don't like that hobby, if you like it, you will definitely do. So that's why, I mean, don't say that, I mean, it I have to compromise with the work and for that one. It's not true actually.
Exactly.
We can always manage our time to like carry some hobby forward. So that, I mean, that we can learn from Rajnendra, and some literature reading, those things and all. So yeah, so thank you so much for this session, and thank you so much for being part of SN Bose Physics Learning Center. As you know, I'll keep troubling you whenever students need any guidance or
Oh, my
something.
pleasure, sir.
I'll just forward it to you. So thank you so much for this session.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.